Here now with more, about an hour just before this happened. Country music superstars, longtime friend of mine, John Rich. He was on with Big and Rich, and also recording artist Kaya Jones. John, Big and Rich always honors the military in your shows. A little over an hour before all of this went down, you took to the stage. You honor the military. You invite people on. Take it from there. What do you ask the audience to do? Because I've got the video and I'm going to show it in a second.
So every show that we do, and this has been now for over 1,000 concerts in a row, Big Kenny and I like to invite up active duty and veterans and sometimes first responders as well. We'll bring them up on stage and we'll read their names. We'll read where they served, when they served, what their job is in that town or in that community. And then we hand the microphone over to them and let them speak to the audience. And then we always lead the entire crowd in God Bless America. So last night we continued that tradition and did it again. And Sean, you look out there and there's 22,000 people who had come in from Southern California, from Arizona, from Nevada. There were people there from Canada. There were people there from Tennessee. There were people there from all over the United States and North America singing God Bless America at the top of their lungs with their phones held high with the lights on, celebrating freedom and the ability to live as Americans and sing together in unity. It's always a huge thing to see that kind of unity when everybody can sing the words together. Of course, not everybody in the audience agrees with each other, but we all agree that we're Americans and we sing together. Well, so that happened. And not long after that, you know, the exact 180 of this happened as that carnage began to take place.
And Kaya, it just so happened that you were on the stage with Big Kenny and John Rich at the time, Big and Rich. Let me show just some of this to the audience so they can actually see it and hear it for themselves.
Okay.
Whenever you sing that song, let them know it wasn't just about us, the herd, the boys over there that day. This is about all those who serve, all those who serve this country now, and the future that will serve this country. It's a beautiful thing. And also, we like to take it a step further, because right here amongst us, we have our police officers, our firefighters, our emergency service workers, and we even met a whole cast of school teachers that came in tonight. God bless you.
Pretty amazing moment at all these concerts, John. We've been friends forever. Kaya, you got to participate in that last night.
Yeah.
Tell us what that was like for you.
It was magical. It was every color, creed, religion. Everyone was coming together. It was unity. And the guys were bringing everyone together, and we had veterans on stage, and it was, you know, paying homage to them and what they do for our nation. And to think that moments later, people were gunned down. I mean, it could have been Big Kenny, it could have been John Rich, it could have been myself or those veterans that were attacked.
Yeah. You know, John, I don't want to drag you into the politics of all this. This isn't, when people sing God Bless America, we love our country. Yeah, you know, nobody that goes to your concerts, you know, I'm showing the video now of all the, you know, the nearly 30,000 people holding up their cell phones in unison there. Those are Americans. You know, I've been on the road when Lee Greenwood sings God Bless the USA. Hey, look at that. Every single person has the light on. It's not Democrat, Republican, liberal, or conservative. And a lawyer for CBS, I have no sympathy for Vegas victims. They're probably Republicans. Let me just play this a little bit. Listen, let the audience take this in. John, that's an hour before this happened. An hour.
It makes you want to bawl. I mean, it makes you want to bawl your eyes out.
It really.
I mean, I was standing there singing it. You know, I was watching that happen. It's you know, when people try to politicize this kind of stuff, To me, it's just so disgusting to hear that. You know, that's America standing in that crowd. That's not one party or another party. When you play music, we don't play music for this group or that group. We play music for anybody that wants to come listen to it. And I think it's just a really terrible comment for anybody to say something like that. You see in that audience right there, like I said, people from all over the United States all joining in together and singing. And by the way, there's one young man, I want to say his name on your program, a young kid from Big Sandy, Tennessee. His name is Sonny. And he was in his mid-20s. He came to the Big and Rich show. First time he'd been to a big concert like this, and he was one of the very first casualties. We met shook his hand and met him in the meet and greet. And you know, man, it's something so terrible. You almost can't digest what this really is. But at least people should be able to hold their tongues for a while and not disrespect all these people that have lost their lives and that are now fighting for their lives in the hospitals. We got no time for that.
We really don't. We don't even know the outcome for a lot of these families. Kaya, we're going to give you the last word. I still am getting goosebumps all over looking at that video. It's heartbreaking, that story that Kenny just told. That John just told.
It's intense. And you know what? Less guns don't equal less terrorists. Bottom line. It's not the time or the place. Honor the dead, respect the dead, pay homage to them today. It's about them today. It's not about the shooter. It's not about a gun. It's not about politics. It's about them.
I have a tweet from a teacher. Pray that only Trump-tards die. Seriously?
So what, we voted Trump, so we deserve to die?
You don't have a...
So we deserve to get shot because we voted for Trump? Is that what the left is saying?
Where is your human soul to tweet that out? All right. You're both good friends. That was an amazing moment an hour before. Unbelievable.